Cristin. How are you?
Hi.
Bhavna this side from India today. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Same here. I have to firstly congratulate you. Oh my God, you have really left an impression in the trailer, and I can see already people looking forward to your performance. But
Oh,
tell me,
thank you.
how fun was it to sort of explore the character of Sofia, because it is not an easy character to pull off.
It was the most fun. I know it's intense. There are like intense parts, but I had the time of my life. I was truly, it was like a pinch me every day. I had so much fun.
But of course, there's source material left for the character and to study the character. But because we see glimpses of her past as well and what made Sophia who she is, I'm hoping that we get to explore a lot more of that in the show as well. Tell me,
Yes.
what was your research material, or where did you sort of build that character in your head at least?
Well, so much of it is revealed in the fourth episode, when you find out her whole backstory and you see her in Arkham and you sort of you see how she was driven mad. And that, I mean, I just that comes from the brilliant mind of Lauren LaFranc, our showrunner. She I just couldn't believe that I was getting an opportunity to perform what she had written, because it was truly outrageous and fun and like multi-layered and deep. But I definitely did my own research about long periods of incarceration and solitary confinement and governments run mental hospitals and but there was so much of the backstory that was already there for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people have been commenting, and I completely agree when they say that the range that you have shown in the past couple of projects. I mean, of course, my introduction to you was How I Met Your Mother,
For
but
sure.
from there to now, I mean, you have really evolved so much as an actor. Just tell me what gives you that conviction to sort of experiment each time with different kinds of roles, which could be experimental and risk taking in a lot of ways, but you still go ahead with it.
Thank you. I really, first of all, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I I'm lucky enough that I can be a little choosy, and I really try to. I think it's just like I want to experience as many different characters as I possibly can. It's like I love acting so much. It's my favorite thing on earth.
Yeah.
And I just love to do it. And I'm privileged enough to get to do it. And I just want to try as many different characters on as I can. I don't know. So I definitely do look for very different projects and very different roles and different collaborators. And I've been really lucky that recently I've gotten to do more variation, and that's been just a pleasure and a dream.
Lovely. The Penguin is getting a spin-off, right? But I was also wondering if the character of Hangman can also get a spin-off. I think that would be wonderful. What do
I
you think?
mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I love her. I'd follow her to the ends of the earth. I would. I agree.
Lovely. I'm already manifesting it, and I'm sure that it's already on the cards because people are going to love you so much in this character. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you.
much. And
Thank
I
you.
have to tell you that you have a huge fan following in India, especially because of How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
so please, do you have any plans perhaps to visit India anytime soon, or maybe in future?
I would love to. I really am I'm also like, I mean, I guess this is a hobby. Travel, is that a hobby? I guess. But like, I really, it's very much high on my list. I really would love to.
Lovely. So
It'd be my
I'm saying to
pleasure.
host you anytime. So please
Okay,
do.
great.
Lovely. Hi Rhenzy, how are you? Bhavna this side from India today.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. Firstly, a huge congratulations. The Penguin already looks so good, and I think fans are already so excited for the series. Tell me, if you had to describe your experience just being on this project and playing Victor, in one or two sentences, how would you do that?
Oh man, it was how's the experience in a few sentences? It's wonderful and challenging. But because it's challenging, it's so rewarding. And it feels like I'm a part of something very special.
You are actually, because the series is going to be a path-breaking one. I can already sort of like,
Oh, thank you.
But tell me, how much did you get to play with the character of Victor? Because this time around, he has a lot to do in tandem with the Penguin, with Oz, right? Just how exciting was that collaboration, and knowing that Victor has so much more to do in this series. How did you prep for it, with her? And how did you
Um,
approach the role?
Yeah, no, the prep was I had about a month. I had just moved out of Los Angeles. I had to go move to New York to shoot the show. Had about a week to pack up my stuff, got to New York City and started working kind of right away. Trying to just get to the bottom of it, who this character is, who this human being is, how does he relate to Oz, and then of course working on the stutter as well, which I think was the thing that maybe made me the most which I put the most thought into. I think it occupied a lot of my brain space up, and energy, and so. But it was incredibly exciting. I mean, the opportunity to get to play opposite Colin, who's playing Oz, and I knew how incredible of a job he'd already done in the movie. I'd seen the movie,
Yeah,
I'd seen the
yeah.
movie many times, and so getting to know that I was going to be opposite such a grandiose, incredible, funny, dark character, and then knowing what the series that laid out in front of us was, I couldn't have been more excited.
I was just going to ask, what was it like to just have Colin as a co-star opposite him, performing with him, sort of taking notes on how he really approaches his character or a particular scene? What was that? I mean, a day on the set of The Penguin with him as your co-partner. What was that like?
It's exactly. I mean, I went in with just a sponge. I tried to just understand and to learn as much as I possibly could from him. He's so phenomenal at what he does, and he's so phenomenal in this role specifically as well. That so much of my energy was also in observing and just seeing how does someone like Colin approach the work in this setting. Seeing the way he ran a set. I mean, there's so much to learn from, and I feel like I got a lot out of it. I don't think I came away with empty hands. I feel like I learned a lot.
Are you someone who's very critical of your work? We're too young though, but when you're surrounded with such impeccable artists, I think we tend to self doubt a lot more. I don't know about you, but that happens. I'm assuming that happens. How do you fight that?
If you know the answer, tell me. Still working on it myself. I think it's a constant battle. It's a constant battle about am I doing a good enough job? Am I contributing in the right way? Like everyone around me is so phenomenal, and this show as well. The crew, the cast, everyone is so incredible that you feel like there's a bar that you wanna step up to, that you wanna be on. And I think it's natural almost to think no I can't, or no I can, or to have this sort of fear, and let that propel you. I mean, I let it propel me. Anytime I was scared, I'd just go and study some more. I'd go and figure out more about the character. I'd let it push me deeper into my job, into my work, because I think the only way to get to the other side is through it. You're not gonna be able to run away from a. I wouldn't want to run away from a challenge. It is a challenge. It is something difficult, and it's good. It's good to have something difficult in your life that you're going up against. So going right towards it, going right into it, and trying to come out the other side better, I think is the only option.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I also want to know, as an audience now, I mean, a lot of time till it was announced, I'd never thought that the Penguin as a character would get a spin-off. But I want to know, as an audience, if you wanted to watch a spin-off of another character from the DC universe, the Batman verse, let me just put it like that, which one would it be? If not Penguin, then.
Oh, interesting. Another character. Who would I want to know more about? Like a whole show about? Um, Sorry, excuse me. Who would I want to know what a spin-off about? I like Selena Kyle's character. Alfred has got an interesting story there too. There's a whole past to Alfred that we don't know about. Um, there'd be the Joker. He's kind of he's like kind of made for his own movie and standalone thing. So there's a few just coming off the top of my head, right off the top, that I would be interested in knowing more about. Yeah.
Lovely. And I have to tell you that the series, the universe is loved in India. So I want to know, how much do you know about, perhaps? Have you watched anything from India, and would you ever want to sort of like visit?
Have I watched anything from India? I don't think recently I've seen anything. I've been wanting to go. I'm so excited to hear that the series that you said the series is big, the movie's big over there, like people like it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Oh, I love that. No, that makes me so excited. I mean, I've been dying to go. I'm trying to think. What was the last like Bollywood movie I saw? I don't think no, none of them are coming to mind right now, but I'd love to. Give me a recommendation. What's the next? What's if there's one that I have to watch? What am I watching?
Now I'm tongue tied, but maybe RRR to start with.
I've heard about so that's one that's been on
Yeah.
my list that I've been wanting to
Yeah.
watch.
So
Okay,
maybe we
good.
should go ahead with
That's
that.
the next one then.
Perfect, Renzi. Thank you so much and all the very best for the show.
Thank you so much.